So we do a VOD review here for Gabe, Toyote Gabe, for Overwatch. Oh god. Let's see here. If I remember correctly, you're about gold-ish rank. For those who care about that. So obviously, first thing whenever we do VOD reviews, just identify our team composition and their comp when we can to see what our win condition is. After you know what the win condition is, you should be spending the rest of the game, all your kit, all your energy towards executing your win condition, whatever that game plan may be. Looking at our team, we're 2 CP. Our goal is pretty much to just keep these up as long as we can while we just spam in damage to their shields and barriers while Widow can kind of pick things off and challenge flanks. Not the best team composition because it just relies on surviving versus having a singular goal, but that's okay. We're running 2 main heals, which means that goal is going to be very tough to accomplish. To give a quick rundown, we're supposed to have a main heal and an off heal. Let's say, for example, you're an off heal. This is main heal, main tank, off tank. The goal of a main heal is to enable the tank. The goal of the tank is to enable the DPS. So in this case, Reinhardt is trying to take and control space so that this Junkrat can get off damage without any worry. Honest's job is to make sure Ryan doesn't have to worry about dying, and the off support is supposed to help these accomplish their goal and help the main tank accomplish their goal. Off tank's job is to help the main tank accomplish his goal. So you see it's this big cycle of everyone trying to help each other except for the DPS who don't help anyone besides kill. That's why everyone likes to play DPS. So having 2 main heals is bad for 2 reasons. One, neither one of these excels at supporting each other. So let's say they have a flanker and it's on the Ana. If you use your kit to help the Ana, that's a lot of healing gone that should go on these. Or let's say you were a Zen, you can just put your orb on Ana, and that's enough healing to keep her up, and then you can help your tanks by just dealing damage to barriers, putting Discord on a key target. As Lucio, your Ana gets pressured, you can heal your Ana, you can speed, your right click is amazing at pushing off flankers, you can speed your team in, you can offer more value. Both these do the same thing, which is just a buttload of heals. They're just pumping heals into this, which is, okay, but all they need is one person to pressure your backline, and you pretty much lose. Second reason it's bad, no defensive ult. Defense ults are pretty key because offense is typically trying to get combos with their ults to win fights. Remember, as a defending team, all you have to do to win a fight is get 1 kill. You just need a pick. If your Widow kills a DPS before the fight starts, their team is just going to wait till they have everyone to go back in. That's 15 to 20 seconds. You guys burn off the clock. That's good. If the attacking team kills 1 person, they don't win the fight. They have to kill everyone in order to win a fight. So, defense ults are really important because if they're running any sort of combo, Grav Dragon, Nano Blade, Nano Visor, anything along those lines, the defense ult just shuts it down really effectively. Moral ult doesn't act so much as a defensive ult because it's not an initial huge burst healing. So like Zenyatta ult is just insane healing over a certain amount of time and he's invulnerable. Lucio B is an instant 800 plus shield HP pool to all your characters. That's instant burst healing or damage mitigation that prevents your team from dying. Mora just pumps out a lot of heals, which isn't really effective as a defense ult. So just be aware of that. We want to make sure to usually balance a main heal and an off heal. Okay. Let's get right into this. So use damage orb first. It's not terrible. It can build some ult charge. Or do a little low on healings. I want to see you just a little bit feather your left click. Just a little bit. When something's critical, you don't really feather. But right at the beginning, just like tap your left click. Mora's heal is technically a heal over time. So just by applying it, it'll heal a little bit less. Like it does, I think 50% of it immediately and then the rest over time. So if you just kind of feather it, you'll save a lot of your healing bar and get more potential healing out. Now when something's critical, you just hold it on them because it gives more heals. Like right here, I want to see you just kind of feather it so that you can save a bit more of your bar. Alright, we just got a pick, which means they're probably not going to push. As soon as I see that as more, that's usually when I toss out a damage orb because I want to build up my ult a little bit faster. So don't be afraid to do that. You guys got a pick. You probably win this fight. But that's good. We end up saving it. Reaper gets on our Rhine. We're able to use our orb to help keep him up more effectively. Now we're good. Cool. Okay, so at this point, since we're kind of low on healing on a reset, I would be careful about using my orbs. We just used an orb, a little tricky. Just in case something big happens, there's nothing we can do to help our team. Like, we are out of healing now. So from this point on, this needs to be used for healing. We're also really close to ultimate, so always keep your eyes on that. When you're close to ultimate, especially as Mora, that's your goal, because you use that shit on cooldown. Okay. So we're good. I would coalescence here. There you go. Perfect. Oh, okay. Right, this is good. So their team pushed. Rang gets stuck with is unfortunate for you. Now, when you do your coalescence here, you don't really want to take an aggressive angle. Your goal, again, number one goal is main heal, is to keep these guys up, right? So that's where most Moras mess up their ults. They try to be too aggressive with it. When you're healing your tanks as Mora, typically if you throw your coalescence right on your Reinhardt, it's gonna hit people anyway. So that's what I want you to do. So right where you are is fine. Like, this is a good position to be in for the most part. So overall, you had a good position. You just didn't identify that quick enough. Definitely want to see that and be ready. So healing orb. It's kind of all over the place, but no, game just sped up when you kind of walk in the dragon. Not too much of an issue. Okay. Damn, got owned. Ooh. Damn. So, yes, you did waste nano. I don't know if you can hear. Actually, I don't think I have it set up where you can hear too much of the game. Maybe. I don't know. Point is, on a city wasted nano, which is completely true. Okay. Pre-fight, I want to make sure to use my damage orb to probably get my ult here. So, like, I would just throw it into the hallway there. So, like, peek this way and just throw it. It's free ult charge. I want to get you to your ult. That's super important. Okay, May. Okay. Oh, good reactions, good reactions. And we're dead. Yeah, this is pretty much the tanks. They're getting real aggressive and putting themselves in really poor positions, and they're not getting bailed out by their May. So it's just kind of a team effort. I'm failing here. Either way, we have coalescence. We'll probably go out with it. Yeah, that's good. So this is all fine. Healing orb as soon as you can. Nice, nice. Keep them up. Good play. Not the end of the world. You should be good. Except for doing that. So we don't need a VOD review to break down this one. You're just going into pressure. Look at your health. Go for a health back if you have to. Super simple. Okay. As far as stalling on defense, just keep pumping out healing orbs. All you can do. Okay, we win this fight. Alright, we 100% win this fight, so that's a wasted mail. Cool, cool. Alright, so we already have our ult, which does a ton of heals. Oh my god, Ryan. No, 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 no. Okay. So there's a couple ults. Do we know what the best ultimates in the game are? Number 1 is Grav. Number 2 is Blizzard. Number 3 is Beat. Number 4 is Transcendence. Number 5 is Shatter. Why is Shatter so good? We know why Beat and Trans are so good, right? Because, you know, stops any ultimate, stops essentially any ultimate. Why is Grav so good? Give you a second to think about it. Say your answer out loud. You know, like Blue's Clues and stuff. Grav is so good because it has a lot of CC. Why is Blizzard so good? It has a lot of CC. Why is Shatter so good? It has a lot of CC. CC is king in this game. Shatter is insane. It puts them on the ground so they can't move. It stops any abilities that they're using, and they're completely vulnerable the entire time that they're shattered. It is a winning ult. It is one of the best ults in the game, although one of the hardest to pull off consistently. That's why Shatter's so good. We see this as a massive Shatter. We have no reason to ult. On defense, the goal is to get picks. On attack, the goal is to wipe. Your Reinhardt got a 4-man plus Shatter. Guaranteed to win this fight, or at the very least kill 1 or 2, right? No reason to use your ult. Save that for next fight. This is a 1 fight. Now, if he hits a Shatter and immediately dies, or we see that somebody else dies, maybe the Hanzo gets a pick from behind, then consider using your ult. But using this here, it's just you being greedy. Your ult had 0 impact on that play. 0 impact. All it did was use your ultimate. So if you wouldn't have done that, everything would have went exactly the same. We would have used Shatter. They would have used Dragon and Beyblade, Reaper ult, and Death Blossom, and that's it. So we would use 1 ult, they would use 2 ults, and we won the fight. That is a huge win. That is how you snowball these. That's why so many times in 2CP, like, you could hold them for 6 minutes, and all of a sudden you lose back-to-back fights and they cap the points. It's because of ult economy. This should be over. This absolutely should be over. We should still have this ult. We shouldn't have used this either. So we should have had 1 ult, both support ults, and this building up. Which means very next fight, we win simply off of Coalescence. Next fight, we win off of Grav Tire. Grav will always rebuild Ryan ult because all Ryan has to do is swing into the 4-man grab twice, and he builds 50% of his ult. So you'd have Shatter for the next fight and Blizzard for the next fight. You can just save this for Panic. And then by the time... So, again, let's go over ult economy. We Coalescence this next fight for a guaranteed win. Next fight, we use this and this. Next fight, we use this. We'll have this back up. So we either use this if he whiffs the Shatter, or we use it to Panic. That'll get us to Blizzard. Blizzard will get us to grab Junkrat ult, and you just run the cycle over and over and over. That is ult economy. Use ults to build other ults. If you're wasting ults, you're always behind ult economy. It's like their team, they use both these, so they don't have a lot of ways to win now. They essentially need a huge Shatter or a Nano Whole Hog. So the only ways they win now. This should be over. If you guys kept your ults better. Alright, Damage Orb here wouldn't be the worst thing for ult charge. We threw it right into the Maywall though. Okay. Yep. Because they want to Shatter. Alright, this is fun. Hog misses a hook that would have won him the fight because he's bad. Okay, they're calling to go back on point. Let's make sure to rotate or help our Ryan. That's fine too. Wow, what a scrum. Easy win. Okay, so we'll have Coalescence for next fight, which is good because we are like out of healing. Alright. What a mess. So that's a pretty good Coalescence. I'll take this one. That's fine. Our Junkrat wasn't ready to tire because that grab was out of nowhere, but it was a big grab. We use it. We keep our tanks up. We get some damage. We get distracted. Don't get distracted. Getting distracted's bad. Okay. Good save. Wow, the trap killed him. That's funny. No, May, wasted ults. What are you doing? They have 2 alive. Ugh. God, I hate low rank so much. Ooh, nice hook. Good fade out. We won't talk about it. Okay. Cool, we win. One day one of my players will upload a video of them losing a game. Okay. So now we're Lucio. We're not hitting tab, so we don't see our whole team. But it looks like we're full dive. I see a Winston, Diva, Genji, Junkrat for some reason, and Ana. Okay. So especially in solo queue, our job as Lucio is typically to just follow these guys in. Your other thing you could do is if they have a flanker, just protect your Ana. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, we get a pick, so we should just go. This is all fine. We're getting in with the team. We're just staying with the Winston. That's really good. I'm okay with this. I'd amp up heal here because everything's critical. Okay, let me get in. This is all pretty fine. You're gonna die eventually because there's... Oh, nice play by Diva. Okay. Oh, you're right. What is happening? Why are people fighting when they're not reset? How are they winning when they're not reset? Yes, this is all fine. Besides your recording quality. So a couple things to note. When you start getting close to ult, that's like the only thing I think about. I just want to make sure to get to that ult. So you being on heal here is pretty good. Yeah. And we clean it up. Boostio. Okay. Next fight. This is fine. You're doing really good at just staying with your Winston. It's just giving him way more value than he probably should have right now. You feel pressured, you get out, that's fine. I beat. So the beat could have came out way earlier. With Lucio on attack, remember, you're not using your beat defensively. You're not trying to stop it from... You're not trying to stop any ults with it. All you're trying to do is allow your team to get in. So I would have done this as soon as my Winston jumped. Because at this point, it's too late. If he doesn't ult and you hit Q, he dies anyway, right? So we want to be a little more proactive with Lucio beat. So I would do it pretty much right here. You can switch the speed, amp up, and you can beat and glide here. A couple things to know about Lucio ult is it shoots out 3 shockwaves, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3. If any one of those hits a teammate, they get the full effect of the beat. So you could use it like here, hit it, glide kind of forward, and you would hit everyone on your team pretty effectively. That includes this. So if you kind of rotate here and you get past the shield, it would still get it to your Winston. Full effect. Instead, we use Winston ult and beat at the same time. Not ideal, but this actually, you're going to lose this fight because you over ulted. So your team used all the ults at the same time, which is a good way to lose fights. The reason why using all of them at the same time doesn't work is because everything in this game is on timers, right? So what happened was Winston went in, he ulted, you went in, you beated, they were down. Their whole team already used all their cooldowns, right? When Winston went in, they used everything they had. Then they hear Winston ult, they hear Lucio beat. What they're going to do is disengage for 5 or 6 seconds while they wait for the cooldowns to come back up. Since you guys used all of your ults within those 5-6 seconds, their team can just sit back and not do anything. They don't have to worry about anything because they're not wanting to do anything while their cooldowns are down. So you use all your ults at exactly the same time, which means you can't pressure point. And this is how you lose off of bad ults. And this is why the whole adage, oh, just use all your ults at the same time and win. No. So both teams use everything. Theirs are more defensive. Their team's disengaging from this already, so this isn't going to do anything. And this is 2 CP, which means you guys will probably lose. Barry's going to get a big barrage, I'm guessing? No? Yeah, 2 CP's fun. And now you guys have no ults for the next fight. You got halfway to yours, so that's good. So all you guys should have done differently there. I mean, you should have beat it earlier to engage. Because if you beat early, the team's not so inclined to just use all their ults at the same time. They probably would anyway, because it is low rank. But you'd beat early, and then everyone should save their ults to stagger them so you guys can actually kill things. Including the recontest. Okay. Oh, right. So, as much as I appreciate the Susio play, it is overall mechanically everything you did was pretty clean. But you do know they have a brig. You do know she hard shuts you down. Don't do this play. Yeah, when they have CC, a Kree, a brig, a really good Ana, you can't make those plays. Oh no. Alright. Same play, right? No. Different play. Okay. Alright, so we dragon. I want to switch to speed and move my team in. Damn. Assassin Junkrat. Alright, so we lose this fight. They're committing ults and he lost people. I don't need to watch it. Okay. See what we're going for. Let's work on that Lucio tech. Okay. So I'd want to use this early this time if possible. Oh my, that was really dumb play. Okay, so before this even happens, what do you think this Brig's plan is? It's to stun you anyway, and you use your ult right in front of her. The fact that you didn't get stunned from this is amazing to me. You should have gotten stunned and canceled your beat. Like, wow, that Brig, total misplay. Okay. Why would they group? Okay. Alright, so last fight. Okay, not the worst play. Oh, hello, Junkrat. Ooh. You're gonna die. Oh, good save, good save. And, okay, so you guys lose. Okay. Didn't see a ton there, but that was a good quick little review. Just emphasizing kit usage, tiny positioning things. There wasn't a ton there. It's always tough to VOD review supports at the lower ranks because it's kind of a shit show. So for future VODs for support, if you're submitting support ones, let's make sure it's team environment ones. I know I said I want ranked games for most of VODs, but for... Interesting. But for these ones, I want to start... For support ones, I want to start doing team stuff, alright? But pretty good. Ask questions.